Welcome back, my friends, and this time we are going to take a closer look at the Greater Kudu figure by Papo, part of their Wild Animals series, originally released back in 2009 and still going strong in production today. This one really makes an impression, especially for collectors who appreciate subtle realism. So the overall sculpt is excellent. You can immediately see the effort to capture the kudu's elegance and power. The pose is calm but alert, with a slight twist in the body that gives it motion and a lifelike stance. And what really sells the realism are the legs. They're not stiff or symmetrical. One front leg is slightly forward and the others are positioned in a way that gives the figure a sense of natural balance, like it's slowly stepping across the savannah. The texture work here is absolutely one of the figure's strengths. From a distance, the fur looks smooth and flowing, but up close you see fine etched detailing that follows the body contour realistically. The tail is nicely sculpted, short and tucked, with the hair texture defined along its ridge. The neck is muscular and transitions smoothly into a raised shoulder, capturing that slight humpbacked posture kudus are known for. The legs show strong definition too, especially in the joints and folds behind the knees. They feel functional and correct for the animal's lean frame. From the front, the chest is broad and curved, with a convincing sculpt to the dewlap and lower throat. The head is elegant, with defined cheekbones, slightly flared nostrils, and a calm, slightly alert expression. The eyes are small, but clearly positioned and framed well. The ears are beautifully shaped, cupped and facing forward, with the sculpt capturing even the subtle ridge and interior. And of course, the spiral horns, they're sharp, tightly curled, and asymmetrical in a realistic way. The ridges on the horns are finely done, giving a slight sense of age and growth. Altogether, the sculpting and textural work make this figure stand out. It's one of Papo's finer examples of anatomical precision and grace. And about the paintwork, it also holds up impressively well. From a distance, the color palette blends naturally, with warm browns, soft tans, and clean contrast across the body. The neck and face are darker, which helps the white markings on the cheeks and nose pop out clearly, especially against the shadowed sculpted fur. The head is especially well painted. There's a darker tone around the forehead and upper face that gives depth, and the white markings, including the nose stripe, cheek patches, and jawline, are sharp and symmetrical. These facial markings are a key ID feature of the Greater Kudu, and they're very well represented here. The ears have great contrast. Soft pinks on the inner surfaces edged by darker outer ridges, and the horns are dark gray with subtle dry brushed highlights that catch the ridges just enough to give texture without being too glossy or overdone. Down the back, the white stripes are neatly painted, evenly spaced, and follow the contours of the musculature very well. You can also see the black-tipped tail and soft gradient transitions toward the haunches. The legs transition smoothly into lighter tones, with soft beige and subtle darkening near the hooves that gives the limbs depth without overpainting. It's not an overly complex paint job, but it's thoughtfully applied, and the extra attention to the head and horns brings the sculpt to life, especially when viewed up close. And here's a quick bit about the real kudu. Male Greater Kudus can grow horns over 5 feet long, and they're among the most agile antelope in Africa. They can leap over 2 meters high from a standstill, and they're so well camouflaged that they'll often freeze in place rather than run when threatened. Their signature white stripes act like nature's camouflage, breaking up their outline in tall brush and woodland light. So in conclusion, the Papo Greater Kudu has a lot going for it. Accuracy, elegance, and subtle power. Whether you're building an African wildlife display or just love antelope figures, the Papo Greater Kudu brings a lot of visual strength to the shelf. For me, this one earns a strong 9 out of 10. It's one of Papo's most underrated masterpieces. Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts down below. Is this kudu already on your shelf or still on your radar? Have a great day and see you guys in the next review.